All right, shalom, shalom. We want to start off by saying all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are doing this work in truth and sincerity. So, this lesson is going to be called Esau is running out of time. Now Esau knows he's running out of time. So, with that being said, since he knows he's running out of time, he gonna try to take as many people down with him as possible. You know what I'm saying? The scripture said, "My people are led as a flock to the slaughter." Those people in the Christian church, those people who celebrate different religions, you're being led as a flock to the slaughter. So this is just gonna be a quick lesson. I got about 6 precepts here, so we're gonna jump straight into it. So we're gonna start and let's see. We're gonna start with the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. And it says, so this is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right, I'm going to read that one more time. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Most High has appointed a certain time that Esau cannot pass. You know what I'm saying? That he cannot rule. And Esau knows this, so he's going to try to take as many people with him, right? Edom, you know, these Edomites, so-called white people, they can feel this in their spirit that something's going on. They're starting to act a little bit more irate, be a little bit more direct with their hatred towards Jacob, which is perpetual. You had an Edomite a couple days ago drive his van into a bus stop where a bunch of Jakes was standing, right? And if you go on YouTube and you watch the video, the paramedics were a couple Edomites. They were laughing. They thought it was funny. So, with that being said, the Most High is coming to bring wrath on Edom. You know what I'm saying? The Most High did not forget about what Esau has done to us, right? So we got a scripture to prove that. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 18. The Lord is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children. So you had this guy, Mitch McConnell, come out and say he don't think reparations should be paid to us because nobody currently alive was responsible for slavery. But it just said right here in the scriptures, you know, the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 18, the Lord is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty. So by no means clearing the guilty, which would be Edom, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generations. So Mitch McConnell saying nobody alive is currently responsible, but that's a lie according to the scriptures, because the Most High said he's going to visit the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generations. Now, so Mitch McConnell said his forefathers are responsible, but these scriptures tell you that he is his forefathers. These people on the planet say they are their forefathers, so they were responsible for slavery, right? So, and it just came out that Mitch McConnell had 2 grandfathers. They both owned slaves. About 14, 2 of them were like male. The other one were women out of the slaves that they owned. So you can just imagine what they were doing to the female slaves, right? Now, if we go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 5. It says, now listen, man. The Most High is angry with Esau and Edom. You know what I'm saying? He's upset. He's pissed off because the Most High used Esau, Edom, to punish the Israelites for going off, for not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But because of the perpetual hate that Esau, Edom has for Jacob, they went over and above the punishment that they were supposed to give us. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High said, let's see. This is This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, Edom. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So Esau, Edom is the Most High's, is the people that the Most High cursed to judgment. They were born to do wickedness. You know, before Esau came out of his mother's womb, having done no good or no evil, the Most High had already predestined this. If you skip down to verse 8, so this is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. Who was Zion? The Hebrew Israelites, right? The so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics, you know? So I'm going to read that again. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. So what does recompense mean? Recompense. Make amends to someone for loss or harm suffered. So the Most High is going to make amends to Israel for our loss and our harm that was suffered at the hands of Esau, Edom, right? And Esau, Edom's going to pay double. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven, they're going to serve 1,000 years of slavery. You know what I'm saying? And so the Most High, he didn't forget. He didn't forget what Esau, Edom did. He didn't forget about all the rapings, the lynching. He didn't forget about the buck breaking. He didn't forget about them taking the hammer and knocking the teeth out the slave's mouth and putting a funnel in it and feeding them. The Most High didn't forget about the 60s and 70s, water hoses, sicking dogs on us, etc. You know. Esau, Edom today, they would like to just sweep everything under the rug and pretend that it didn't happen, which is like Mitch McConnell would say, he wasn't alive, so he's not. He don't feel like he's responsible. That they don't owe us anything, but he's still benefiting from it. So they got hell to pay, man. You know. Nah. I told you that the scriptures say that Esau, Edom is going to serve 1,000 years in slavery. Now, the book of Revelations. Let's see. Revelations chapter 13, verses 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So here is the patience and the faith of the saints. We having patience. We patiently waiting for Esau, Edom, who led us into captivity, to go into captivity. We waiting with patience and we waiting with faith, man. You know, we doing the work, you know. We waking up to who we are. You got the prophets. You got the prophets and the apostles and elders out there on the highways and byways fishing for the elect. So all this is being done through the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Salakia. Got a sore throat. Now, before all this happens, before Esau, Edom goes into slavery, before the Most High return, the Most High is going to visit the earth with plagues, pestilences, famine. You know what I'm saying? So, if you skip to the book of Isaiah, chapter 29. Let's see, chapter 29, verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." So the first thing it says is thunder and with earthquake. We just had what was it, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake over there on the west coast in California. It was felt all the way in Vegas. Then you had a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. So the Most High, what he's gonna do is he's gonna bring plagues and pestilences and famine to the land. Right here in the Midwest, these croppers these farmers they planted their crops, but they was only able to harvest maybe about 30% of the crops that they planted, which is a small margin, because the Most High has flooded the region with rain and floods. So right now, you've seen the earthquakes are coming. They're gonna start to become more, and then famine's coming, right? So these are the things that must come to pass first. A lot of people aren't taking this stuff serious, man. You had Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett. I don't know if anybody keep up with the NBA, but you had Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett, who plays for the New York Knicks. Zion Williamson, who got drafted to the New Orleans Pelicans. They were having a summer league game. A lot of A-list basketball players were there. LeBron James, Julius Randle, a couple other guys. In the middle of this big summer league game, an earthquake happened, right? So the Most High, he don't care about what we got going on this earth. You know what I'm saying? The earthquake was so major that the scoreboard was shaking above the floor. The speakers, the players had to leave the court in fear that the scoreboard and the speakers were going to fall. So I'm going to read that again. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." So the flame of devouring fire, you know, you had the wildfires over there on the west coast, but also the flame of devouring fire is going to be those ICBM nuclear missiles that are going to hit America, man. You know, it says nation shall rise against nation and one people against another people. You know, just to close it out, I'm gonna get one more precept. Let's see. This is the book of Amos. Let's go, chapter 9, verse 8. "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord." So, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom. What is the sinful kingdom? The sinful kingdom is America / Babylon / Sodom / Gomorrah / spiritual Egypt. The eyes of the Lord are upon this sinful kingdom, so he's seeing everything that's going on. So even with Esau and the UN with their crafty council, you know, how they conspire to keep the children of Israel asleep and in slavery. You know, the Most High, he sees everything. So who are the eyes of the Most High? The eyes of the Most High are the chariots. Those chariots that have been sighted all over the world now, to the point now where Esau is saying, if you see any chariots, call them in. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before they kind of had you guessing. You know, now it's evident. So with that being said, you know, the Most High did not forget what Esau did, and Esau is running out of time. Esau knows he's running out of time. So, with that being said, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the brothers that's out there doing the work, fishing for the elect, who put their hand to the plow and have not looked back. Peace and blessings. Shalom.